stepped into the Jared Briggs Show live edition. We've done this for multiple weeks now. Just get live. TikTok's having a little fit, so now it's just Facebook and Instagram. Got to do some more work on YouTube, figure out YouTube, but that's all right. You guys can go listen to this on YouTube. I post it to YouTube every Friday at 4 a.m. and post it to my podcast on Spotify and Apple and all the other places, but Spotify and Apple are the main podcast listening places along with YouTube. So go check this out. It's posted every Friday if you guys missed the live recording, or go watch it on Facebook afterwards. I've had a few friends, and last week when I was doing the live recording, a lady texted me and she said, "Hey, I'm watching you, trying to comment. It's not coming through." So I know people are watching, know people are listening. So I appreciate all of that. You guys, this is just an opportunity I would love to have conversations with people. If you would ever be interested in joining live and having a conversation and talking about things. And it's just another opportunity to share more information, thoughts, ideas, things going on. So I wrote down a few topics right here that I want to discuss and share with all of you. And it comes from a conversation that I had yesterday. And I want to share with you guys something that I'm doing. I'm actually looking at joining a program that is taking me down the path of becoming a certified life coach. It's a 6-month program. I would be doing, I think it was like 128 hours of training and education. There are in-person events that I go to. First one's in San Antonio. There's 2 other ones down in the Salt Lake area and 2 more after that. There's a ton of different things. So a lot of in-person, a lot of online, a lot of recorded trainings, courses, things that I'll be going through, and it's all to become a certified life coach. I enjoy that kind of stuff. I just enjoy it. I love it. I literally just want to spend my day helping other people with the things that they are working through or working on, or goals or dreams, or maybe have some blocks or limitations. And that's what I found out for myself. I remember the first time I hired my very first life coach. His name was Jim, down in the Salt Lake area. At this time, I lived in Logan, and from podcasting, books, everything, I started realizing that a lot of high achievers and successful people would talk about their coach, or like, "Oh yeah, I was working with my coach," or "My coach helped me with this." And I'm like, "God, I'm starting to pick up. There's a common theme here. A lot of people have coaches." Excuse me. And I finally told my wife one day, I said, "I think I need to get a coach. Like, I've got these limiting beliefs and blocks and struggles and frustrations inside that I just don't understand how to get through. And I want some help with it. I want to find somebody to help me with it." And she helped me find Jim, worked with him for, I think, 3 or 4 months. And it was really good, really good. But then I was like, "Oh, okay, now, like, this has been good. This has been a good experience, but I want to go find a more specific coach for the areas that I need help in, above and beyond what he helped me with." And so it took me down that path and really helped me. And I still today, there's a guy I talk to once in a while. His name's Dwayne, and I can just schedule one-on-one calls with him. And I will literally just do that, because sometimes it is really nice to have somebody outside that knows nothing about you. They don't know you from Adam. The very first time was I do it on Zoom. The very first time I chat with him is through Zoom. And it's just nice to have that sometimes. And so I want to offer that. I want to be able to help people in that area, but also be more of on the performance side of stuff too. Like, I don't want to just be somebody to talk to, but I want to be somebody to talk to, but then help you find and see the areas that you already know. You already know those things, but help you see those things and to grow and to expand. I'm actually in the process of offering this. So I'm going to talk about this. I'm just going to share a little bit. I wrote down 3 topics, and the 3 topics were in the conversation of this lady named Diana, who I'm joining her program to become a certified life coach, an ICF certification, which is the high life insurance certification. And I'm not a huge college type person. I'm not a huge any of those things. But for some reason, I just have this pull inside of me. I'm like, you know what? I think it would be good to go do this. It would give me structure. It would give me knowledge. It would give me education. It would give me new insights. I want to take the things that are important to me and that I feel would help people, because they've helped me. but I want to do it from a professional perspective. There's so many people out there wanting to be coaches and life coaches. And that is one thing that I honestly struggle with in a way because I'm like, I don't want to just be another one of these people. Like, I honestly want to do this. This is a career for me. This is what I want to do, not just, I don't want to just go make extra money with it or, those things. There's a lot of people out there who are like, dude, you should totally create a course in coaching because you can create tons of extra income on the side and not spend much time. And I'm like, cool, great. That's a great opportunity. But I literally want to do it because that's what I want to do. I want to spend 6, 7, 8 hours a day doing it. I really enjoy it. I get a complete high when somebody calls me and says, hey, I need to chat. I need some advice. I need some help. There's a few people that I work with now. I really thoroughly enjoy that. So those 3 topics I want to talk about are money, education, and mindset. I find for myself, all of those things play together. It doesn't matter what it is that you're looking to achieve or what it is that you're truly working on. I believe a lot of people, you throw $100,000 at the problems they're having, and they're probably not going to have those problems anymore. We are stretched crazily thin financially. Inflation is crazy. We have zero education through elementary, high school, or college. We don't know what money is, how money works, or what to do with it, how to manage, how to build wealth, how to anything. We have zero knowledge about that. So there's so much pressure and stress when it comes to money. And it's something we deal with every single day, whether you like money, whether you don't like money, whether you think it's the root of all evil, whether you think it's a good thing. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we all use it. We all need it. And so I find that topic to be important. The next one is education. I, this just popped in my head. I don't know if any of you listening maybe know what a patriarchal blessing is, but a patriarchal blessing is a blessing that we get from somebody that's been ordained to do, and it's just the roadmap of life. And I got a patriarchal blessing when I was in high school, went into the person that did it. There's a lot of prayer involved, and I think it's something really cool. I think it's a cool spiritual thing, and I've gained a lot of insight and guidance throughout my life from this blessing. I even typed it into my phone in my notes. It's the very last note because I did it a long time ago, and I will constantly go read it. Well, in there, it tells me that I will have the opportunity to receive an education and that I will continue to learn by hearing others teach and by reading books. When I first read that, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to go to college. But now in my life, I did a 1.5 semesters of college, and that's just not my path. I believe education is so much more than just memorizing information that really doesn't have a crazy use. Think about all the stuff through elementary and high school, and if you went to college, how much of that stuff do you think you'd remember now? If you had that same test put in front of you, have you still memorized that knowledge? There's a difference between memorizing knowledge and gaining knowledge, like internalizing knowledge, something that we can draw upon within our mind. And the problem I have with education is we are literally just producing puppets in America, literally with elementary and high school and college and all these different things. We're not teaching people how to think for themselves. We're not teaching people the true concept of you can do anything you put your mind to. If you need college, wonderful, go to college. Go get those certificates and those degrees and that information and knowledge, but then continue and expand and grow from there. Education is something for me, especially my blessing where it says I will be blessed to continue to learn and gain knowledge, and I'll be blessed with knowledge and information and all those things. Whatever that means, I'm not 100% sure. And that's not applicable to you guys at all, but it's applicable to me in the sense of I've got lots of goals and dreams in my life. And those goals and dreams are particular to me. And I look at this, I'm like, oh, I need to be a continual, I need to continue to seek out knowledge and information. I don't just need to stop learning. And I notice in society and in the world today, not a lot of people do. Not a lot of people spend a lot of time learning. We spend more time watching the next Netflix show or sports or scrolling social media and just caught up in a lot of stuff that doesn't pertain to anything in particular. But education is important because it's something we can always have and it's something we can always take with us. And one thing that I would love to do is have to influence on our educational system in America. I literally wrote that in my goals, you guys, that I would love the opportunity to sit down and rewrite our educational system. How to do that, what to do, I have no freaking clue. There's a lot of things that need to happen, but I would love to do that because I would love to structure it and base it more off useful skills, talents, and abilities. Things that truly have influence in our life, like money, like mindset, like marketing, like team building, like leadership, all of these things that you will use for the rest of your life. Why are we not using those things or learning those things? Like, I get it. Science is important, but I have zero freaking interest in science. Why was I spending so much time sitting in a science class? English, I really enjoy writing and reading, but I was taught English from a perspective that I hated. I did not enjoy English class at all. But if it would have been more of a freedom of writing, creative writing, applicable things that I was interested in, I would have loved English. Math, I don't give two flying flips about math. Geometry and algebra and all that, I don't care. It has no relevance to my life today. Now, do I use it? Of course I use it. There's all kinds of things that have been produced and structured that I use, but somebody else knew how to make that, and then I get to enjoy the benefits. So I don't use algebra and geometry and all those different things. But taxes, interest, business, getting a loan, mortgages, all of those things that I use every single day of my life. Why didn't we learn more about those things? How interest works, how credit card works, all of that applicable type math stuff that we use every single day, whether you're interested in math or you're not interested in math. History is blown up, and I feel like the road we go down in history means freaking nothing. Like, I want to learn history from a point of something I can learn from. Finding trends in business and marketing and team building and companies and industry and growth of America and wars and all of those things, stuff that's like 100% applicable. All the history that I remember learning, I'm like, okay, cool. I know who Sacagawea is, but what does that have to do with me becoming successful in my life? And so I struggle with education in this sense and I hope in some way that I can create an influence to help people understand education isn't just elementary and high school and college. Education is what you want it to be. If you have some topic that is just burning within your mind, go to YouTube, go to ChatGPT, go to courses, go to anywhere you can to learn about that stuff because you are naturally interested in it for a reason. You don't have to go sit in a classroom to learn about those things. You can go learn about those things anywhere. I meet people that make money and provide a living and a lifestyle in ways that I'm like, I would have never even thought that was possible or you could do that. But they had a natural interest in it. They spent a lot of time studying and learning about it. And next thing you know, it turned into a career or business or job or opportunity that they love and that they're excited about. And I'm like, isn't that what it should be about? Isn't education for the purpose of progressing our life and who it is that we are meant to be? That is what education is for. And that's what education should do for us. And so that's something. Topic number one was money. Topic number two is education, and education in all perspectives as a whole. The third thing is mindset, belief. I had an experience recently within the last couple of days where it caused me to sit and reflect. And that reflection made me sad. If you want to know the honest truth, I was sad. I felt bad. I felt like my soul inside was damaged in a way, in the sense of emotionally burdening for other people. And why it was frustrating is because I was watching people struggle, but they've been doing it for years. I've watched these people struggle for dang near my entire life. 15, 20 plus years, I've watched this struggle happen. And I'm like, why do they not see the way that they are doing things isn't freaking working? It's not working. It's not that they're bad people. It's not that they're doing it wrong. It's that they're operating from the wrong frame of mindset and knowledge and information. And if they would just learn a little bit about mindset and what you focus on and what you believe, and you can do anything you put your mind to, and what you think about, you bring about. and what money is and how money works and gain a little bit of education. Do you guys see why these three topics just burn within my soul? Because I'm like, with mindset work, education in a proper format based on your desires and learning what money is and how money works. And that's the thing, is a lot of people are like, oh, I don't even want to learn about it. Learn about money. I get that. But would you rather struggle your whole life? Or would you rather take a little bit of time, learn about something you hate? There's so many freaking things that I can't stand. I hate the tax side of business and filing this and filing that. I flip and hate it, but I had to learn all of it, and I learned all of it and gain an understanding, and then hired somebody to do it. I get it. We don't want to learn. Some people aren't interested in learning about money and managing money and how to create wealth creation plans and all those things. I get it. But what if you learned it? What if you learned what it is and how it works and what to do with it, and you created a financial system for yourself that's called a wealth creation plan, not a budget, but a wealth creation plan? What if you did that, and then now it's just on the back burner? You never have to think about it again because you learned it. And now you can just sharpen the skills. Conversations come up and education comes up and new tools and resources come up. And you just add to that. But you took the month, the 2 months, the 3 months, the something. You took that and created your plan, and you just follow it. Now you focus all your time, effort, energy, and everything on increasing income, growing your mindset, building your education, building your career, building your business, being involved with your family, all of those things. That's why I look at this like money, education, and mindset. They all tie in together. Without one, we're going to struggle. There's so many people out there in sales, and they make gobs of money, but they live paycheck to paycheck, and they're constantly in the grind and the hustle because they have awful mindset about money, and they have awful education when it comes to money. What money is, what to, what is money? How does money work, and what to do with money? They don't have a good foundation on it. If they could just fix that one thing, there's people out there making $2, $3, $4, $5, $600 million a year, but they're broke all the time. And one thing burns to the ground, and they have to hurry and build the next thing because they don't have anything built. What if you became well-rounded in all of them? And not an expert, but what if you knew for yourself your goals when it comes to money? The thing I have the hardest time with is the biggest worry in America today is people in retirement running out of money. That is the biggest stress. People stress about it, that they're going to run out of money. If that's the stress, and they did the 401ks and the IRAs and all these different things that are pushed on us, but they're still stressing about that. And our grandparents have stressed about it. And now our parents are getting into that position, and they're like, I don't have enough money to retire. Then why in the flippity dippity are we doing the same thing? Like, I just don't understand. I just cannot comprehend. I literally have learned and been able to see all these things through the industry that I'm in now. And I literally tell my wife all the time, we will never put money in a 401k or an IRA or any type of mutual fund account, anything like those. Never. Because I see what's happened. That's what I just don't understand. When it comes to money and education and mindset, we just continue to do the same thing. Like, history is repeating itself. Our great grandparents, how many of them were financially secure, had a great education, and lived in a good mindset and capability and lifestyle? No, it was a struggle then. There were some here and there. But then their kids, so our grandparents, went through the same thing. They got through it. They made it. They barely got by. They lived, worked, and died. And then now our parents are doing it. And now my generation are people of doing it too. People in their 30s. And it's just being passed down, like, history repeats itself. Everybody always says that. Why don't we change the history? Why don't we change the mindset, the framework we operate on, and what we believe and what we think? Why don't we change the way we collect data and education and knowledge and information? And why don't we learn what money is and how money works and what to do with money? You see, people sit here and complain all the time. Oh, the wealthy, bah, 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 bah. The rich keep getting richer. Just freaking do what the rich are doing. Learn what they're doing and do the same. Nobody told you you can't. Nobody said you have to live paycheck to paycheck. Nobody said you have to go to college and get a degree. There's no rules, you guys. You will not go to prison if you don't do those things. You will not go to heaven because you didn't get a college degree. You will not go to you will not be cast out of heaven because you invested differently than the standard way of doing today. But man, have we been good as an American people and as a society creating this culture of this is how it's done. So I was having a conversation yesterday. And we were going over these three things, and she was like, "Who's your ideal client?" So I started talking about it. I thought it was me 5 years ago. It comes up, and it came to the point where I'm like, "Oh man, it's women. It's women that are looking to improve their career." Let me read you this. Pause for just a second. So this is what it is. This is something I was going to send out to share people what it is that I want to help people with. It says, I started a coaching certification program and could use your help. I'm focusing on financial coaching and needing experience hours. Needing experience hours to complete my training. I'm looking for people who want to get a handle on their finances and reduce money stress. Right now, I'm offering a low student rate because I'm a student. I'm in training, so I can't offer the high rates yet. I'm offering a low student rate and would gladly do a free session or two for any of your contacts. I've made a list of people that I'm going to share this with. I trust you and know you've got some awesome people in your corner. Would you mind connecting me with anyone who might benefit? Okay. So that was a message on Facebook and text and stuff that I was going to send to people. But I want to help people that are just looking who want to get a handle on their finances and reduce money stress. In that, I was like, I don't want to just sit here and be a financial coach, because how many people out there honestly truly desire to learn what money is and how money works and what to do with it? I want coach people, like life coach people. And she's like, yeah, we're going to target this audience, but it's going to turn more into a life coaching scenario because there's going to be all kinds of things that come up that's causing all of these problems. I'm like, oh yeah, you're 100% right. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about it last night and this morning and throughout this day. And I had something else I was going to talk about today. And I'm like, you know what? This is an interesting topic because the more I look at this, money, education, and mindset, we deal with it every single day. We all deal with money every day. We all deal with our education or our career or our job or whatever it is that we do. And we live with ourselves. So our mindset we deal with every single day. Every single day we are dealing with this. And I just really look at this. And so what I want to share with all of you is go seek out knowledge in these areas. You can do anything you put your mind to. If you've got goals, you've got dreams, you've got passions and desires and things that you want to accomplish, nothing's telling you you can't. Nothing or no one is telling you that you can't. So what if you went and sharpened your skills in your finances? What if you sharpened your skills within your education? What if you sharpened your skills within your mindset and what you believe and what you think about yourself and what you tell yourself? Do you think your life would improve? Honestly, I want you to answer this question honestly by yourself. If you sharpened your skills with your finances and your education and your mindset, do you think your life would improve? Do you feel like you would have a better way of life, a better career? Would you be happier? Would you have more joy? Would you have more happiness? Would you have more fulfillment? Would you wake up excited to go be a part of the day? Would you look forward to Monday instead of dread Monday? Would you be almost bummed that it's Friday because now it's the weekend? Or would you be excited because you're like, oh man, I had an incredible work week and now I got to go spend 2 other days doing other things that I get to enjoy outside of camping or hunting or fishing or traveling or sitting by the fire reading a book or taking a nap, whatever it is. What if you did get good in all of these areas and create such a well-rounded position for yourself that you were excited for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, instead of dreading Monday, the work week? and being excited for Friday and stressed on Sunday because the next day is Monday, what would your life look like if you knew what money was, how money works, and what to do with it? And there's no stress with money because you make plenty of it because you've built yourself into that position. You know what to do with it. You're smart with it. You're educated with it. It's always growing. It's always expanding. You have a good energy with it. You have a good relationship with it. What about your education? What if you found your place that you were excited to study? Yesterday, there's another chair sitting right here next to me, and I sat in that chair for an hour yesterday reading a book on life coaching because I'm excited about it. I worked on it till 11 o'clock at night. My wife said, this morning, she's, oh, you need to be better at going to bed earlier. And I'm like, I know, but I'm so freaking excited for what it is that I'm working on building. I know you are. What if your education, your career, your job, what if it was like that? And then what if you had a good relationship with yourself and your mindset? Just some interesting things to think about and a perspective that I wanted to share with you guys and hopefully open your mind up to, holy crap, it's actually more simple. Life is more simple. Success is more simple. Happiness, joy, fulfillment. We live in this world where suicide and depression and ADHD and anxiety and all this is just rampant. I truly believe it's because most people are just lost. I know for me, the times where I'm stressed the most or my ADHD is the worst, where anxiety and depression come up, it's because I'm stuck in the past, stressed about the future, and just completely at a loss of what to do. But when I can reframe all of that and focus on these areas and uplift my life, I'm excited. And so I really look at all of these things. I'm like, you don't find a lot of people that are really working hard towards their goals and their dreams. They're not depressed. They're not stressed. They're not worried. They might be stressed. Stress isn't a bad thing. But depression, anxiety, all those things, ADHD, all of the negative things that we have, all that's removed when we are really stepping into who it is that we truly are. Go work towards some big goals and dreams, and I guarantee all of the things you're worrying and stressing about right now will change. It'll become good stress of, oh man, I've got all these things to do and accomplish. And when I'm like, I'm stressed. Yeah, but you're working towards who it is that you were truly meant to be. That's a good thing. That's a good stress. That's a great stress. I'm stressing about how to accomplish this 6-month program for life coaching. I'm like, gosh, dang, 6 months and all this. I'm stressing about that and worrying about that and the commitment and all of that to that. That's a good thing. That's pushing me. That's causing me to grow. So I just want to share these things because it was a heavy on my mind and I feel it could be some good insight for you guys. Listen to this again and go through those questions that I asked. If you were to focus on these things, what would your life look like and feel like from an honest perspective? All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Jared Briggs Show. This is the live. I'm live. It's Wednesday right now. I go live around lunchtime. I may be changing this just to work my schedule better. I'm figuring all these things out. But yes, I'll just offer this too. I'm looking for people who want to get a handle on their finances and reduce money stress. Right now, I'm offering a low student rate, and I would even offer a free session or two to any of you guys listening. So if you would like to have a conversation about mindset, about education, about money, the big thing that I'm looking at here is on money, helping you really create financial success in your life and remove that stress and that worry so that you can go live truly in who you are meant to be. So if you are interested in that, please hit me up. Send me a message on social media. Send me an email, jaredbriggshow@gmail.com. I would love the opportunity to just have a free session, free conversation, and see if there's something that we could do to work together. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. And if you know anybody that would get value from this or maybe a free session and talking with them, share it with them. I'd love the opportunity to talk with them. So you guys have a great day and be the master of your life.